Good morning. This is Karen with Veronica's Tarot. Um, it's morning. Anyway, this is going to be just a daily read. I'm going to do current situation, present influence, future influence, um, what you don't see, challenge, what to watch for, advice, and outcome. This is for the collective. Um, may or may not resonate. All signs. Just kind of a daily energy. So, also please keep in mind as I'm shuffling, I do personal readings. The link to my website is below in the description. If you're interested in that, I have several different reading, spread options to choose from. And let's get started. I'm using Black Cat. Man, 3 more times. Okay. Okay. Whew. Current situation. Chariot. Present influence, please. 2 of Swords. Future influence. 9 of Cups. Nice. What you don't see. Knight of Pentacles. Challenge. 10 of Pentacles. That's interesting. Advice. Moon. What to watch for, actually. So that has to go with the advice because that's what I asked for. What to watch for. 6 of Swords. And outcome. Strength. Bottom of the deck is King of Pentacles. And because we have the King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and what you don't see, and 10 of Pentacles here down at the bottom of the challenge, I do feel like this has something to do with work or stability. It could be somebody, but I'm almost getting the impression that it really has to do with your stability. Job, home. I mean, if it's relational, it's about the stability part of it, but I don't feel like it is. I really see a lot of so my overall feeling when I look at these cards, it's like there's something going on that's really important to you, but it's kind of a struggle right now, and I think that's why we're ending with the Strength here, because although your desires are influencing the future, it's actually causing that it's not helping the indecisive piece of it. Sometimes when we really wish for something and we're really working for something and we don't see it happening, it can stunt us a little bit. And not that it's a bad thing, but I will tell you that what to watch for, the 6 of Swords, is going to say a lot, I have a feeling, in this reading. So the current situation is the Chariot, and I feel like this is something that you really want to move forward with. I feel like this is a situation where you really want to move forward, go forward. There's something in your sight, like you have this in your sight, and I see that too because of that. Like there's something you really have. You've got a target, and it's really important to you because it's the Chariot for one, and that takes a lot of energy, and that takes a lot of, almost gumption. I want to say the word. Like you're really focused on it, and it's good. Like you have your focus, and but it is really important to you. So this is the current situation, and it does have to do with some kind of stability, but I do feel like this could also be someone that is kind of not causing but it's like this person has an influence over this whole situation. And that's again why I kind of feel like it's work or career, because I feel like this could be some kind of manager, boss, someone you're collaborating with, something like that. So, but you're like all about it. There's something going on that you're all about, and you really want to move in that direction. So you've got your sights. And it's hard because you do want to move forward to this, but there's something that's making you go, If I do this, I could lose X, or XYZ. Like, I could lose something in the meantime. If I don't do this, I'll never know. And this is what's going on in your head right now. And in this Two of Swords, I mean, they are literally on that log together. And if you make the decision to jump, then you're affecting the other person here. So I feel like there's something, and it not being another person, but there's something in your life that if you move forward with this, or you make a decision, it's going to affect that part of your life. Um, and it could have an adverse effect. So the future influence is this Nine of Cups, and it is about your wishes, what you really want, something that you're really looking forward to. And this is influencing all of this kind of mixed emotions here, but this is something that's really, again, it goes back to that Chariot. This is something that's really important to you, and it's something that you've wanted for a while. And it's, and you could see it in your sights. It's there, but it's moving so slow, it's driving you nuts. And this is what you don't see, is the Knight of Pentacles. And again, I've just read this card the other day. If you watch my readings, he is looking for something. He's got his eye on something, and that's a good thing, I believe. Like, he knows what he wants, but he's slow, but he is methodical. So even though this may be taking longer than you expect, remember that there's still forward movement. It's just, this is the energy you're in, which is the Chariot, which is fast, go get them. But you feel like it's really just like, is this going to happen? Is this not going to happen? If I go this direction, then that won't happen. There's a lot of like brain stuff going on here. Now, I just explained this. So what you don't see is that things are moving forward, and there is, the look, the knowing what they want, but it is slow. So that's what you don't see. And I think it's because it's slow that, it's focus, it's taking your focus away. Now, your challenge is the Ten of Pentacles, and I feel like, again, that if you jump to any conclusions, you could shake up your home life, not your home, but you could shake something up that's, about your stability. So this could be, if I change my mind, or if I do something, could this affect my job? Could I lose my job? Could I not make enough money? I feel like the decision is because this is moving slow, you almost want to move away from it, but then you got to go, okay, well, what's going to happen if I move away from it? Then what to watch for is the Six of Swords. And I think this is about, things are going to move into, calmer waters, but you got to watch for that. You got to look for that. You got to find it. Like, you can't, in a situation, you can't just rely on your, you always need to rely on your intuition, but sometimes we get in our own head and we don't see the forward movement because it is so slow and we're in fast mode. So, this is to watch for that things are moving out of this chaos, or this thing that you don't like, or towards the thing that is your true desires. There's something here. There's a project, there's a promotion you're going for, there's something different going on. You really got your eye on that prize. And this tells you to watch for that movement because you don't see it. Watch for it. Advice on this whole thing is the Moon. And I think in this case, I'm going to really say that I think it's a reminder always when I see the Moon as advice. Things aren't always as they seem, so check it out more thoroughly. But I think that's also slow down, because the Moon is dark and there are different shadows to it. So if we slow down and we look at everything that's happening around us, because with the moon, it's about the shadows being different, right? That's how I see it. That the shadows that would normally be in front of you or behind you are in a different place when the moon's there versus the sun. So I think that that's just a total reminder to take some time and really see what's all around you and see what's really going on, and try to find that, um, try to see what's really happening, because there's something. If the cards are saying they're look for this, there's things that are happening that will move you out of this, ugh, mess, like into something better. Really take the time and look around you for this. And then, the outcome is the strength. And that makes complete sense, because this is what we don't see, and this is the challenge. But what we don't see is the forward movement. So we need to stay strong, and we need to just calm ourselves. So this, instead of calming the lion, calming someone else, we need to rein ourselves in and calm ourselves. Like, be kind to yourself, be strong for yourself, because there are things happening here behind the scenes. They're just not moving very fast. And that doesn't mean they're not moving, and that doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. Now, I'm not saying that you take your eye off the prize. You absolutely do not, because what's important to you, if this thing is moving slow because someone else has to make the decision, or help you figure it out, or help you to move forward, and they're busy, or there's something going on with them in their job or whatever, they may not be in the now with this like you are. However, you also want to stay focused on it, because since there is someone else involved, and maybe this isn't quite as important to them as it is to you, then yeah, you need to ping them once in a while and say, hey, don't forget about me, but don't overdo. I think, because this is the outcome, being strong about it, and just watch for that forward movement. I don't think this is something that you have to like constantly do, because it's happening. It's just slower than you like. But as just regular, hey, if you're comfortable with that, what's going on with this? What's happening? So, there you have it. Let's pull a card from the Light Seer and see what our little thought to take with us today is. And I think that's an important piece to today. Okay. Well, I'm going to take the Four of Pentacles because it flew out. So let's take a look. King of Swords. I do like this little book because it's nice and it's handy. It's little, but it does have decent descriptions on it. So here's your Four of Pentacles. I live an abundant life and I have more than I need. And I think, yeah, that actually goes really good with this, is know that you're in a good place now. What you're going for is going to make it better. But also when we use mantras that help us to achieve, this is a perfect one. If you're looking for abundance, and then you have to live abundantly. You have to feel it, understand it, and say that you are, because that is about positive reinforcement in our mind. Because the more we give ourselves those positive affirmations over and over again, because sometimes it takes a little while, then good things happen, right? The things that you want will happen. It's when we talk ourselves down, or negative talk to ourselves, that's when things don't necessarily happen the way they should. So bless you. Have a beautiful day. I hope everything goes well. Take care.